Hi, you're watching Food Whims and Whimsy, and I'm Carmen DePasquale, and today I'm going to show you how to make surf and turf in the outdoor oven. So before we begin, let's go over the ingredients. So today we're going to be making shrimp. That's going to be the surf part, and I'm using 16-20 peeled, deveined, and cleaned shrimp, and I also butterflied them a little bit. We're also going to be using a ribeye steak. This is about 1 pound, and just russet potatoes that I parboiled. So I boiled them for about 75% done because we're going to go ahead and finish them off in the oven. Then I'll be using some fresh herbs. I have some thyme, some basil. I picked all of these from the garden. So we have some oregano, some parsley, and some rosemary, and we're going to be using all of these herbs for these 3 dishes today. We'll also be using a little bit of grated Parmesan cheese, some lemon zest and garlic, and some sea salt and some red pepper, crushed red pepper, and of course olive oil, and maybe a little butter for the steak. So let's get started. So I'm just going to go ahead and put these in a bundle, and I'm going to chiffonade them together so it's a little bit easier. And I'm going to use the herbs throughout all 3 dishes, so I'm just going to go ahead and pile them all together. Just like that. Just a rough chop, really. So I'm going to go ahead and put all the herbs in this bowl here. And I'm also going to add most of the garlic, not all of it, because when I make the shrimp, I'm also going to add a little some garlic to the shrimp. Then I'm going to add some olive oil, just like that, because this is going to be for all 3, surf, turf, and potato. So that's olive oil, all the herbs, and some garlic. I'm also going to add just a little bit of red pepper. Okay, and that'll do. We'll add a little salt. First thing I'm going to cook is the potatoes. So I parboiled these about 75% of the way. And I'm just going to add this to my little grill that I made. It could be like a Tuscan grill, but it's a handmade little grill that I made. And it works great because it fits right in my oven, which I also made myself. And my oven is made out of mud, which is very interesting, and it cooks really delicious. So I'll show you how that works in a little bit. So the coals have been going for about an hour, and now they're ash, and that's exactly where you want it when you're cooking. So this is my mud oven, and I'm just gonna go ahead and throw them right on the coals, just like that. So I'll let them go back for about 10 minutes, and we'll check on them in a little bit. So I'm gonna be making a butter garlic shrimp, and I'm going to be making it separately. So I'm going to make the sauce on its own, and the shrimp we're going to cook on the grill just like we did the potatoes. So I'm going to add some butter, and I'm going to add about a teaspoon of garlic to the pan, some herbs, just like that, just a little, and we're going to let that go for a little bit. We're going to throw this right in the oven, and then we'll also do the same for the shrimp. Okay, so it's been about 10 minutes, and I'm just going to check the potatoes, and I can see already that they are nice and brown on one side, so it's probably time to turn. So I'm just going to take my tongs, and you should wear fire oven gloves when you work in an oven. Oh, these are perfect. So I'm just going to give them a turn, let them stay another minute or so, and they'll be ready to be dressed. I just took these off, and you can see on both sides it's pretty nice and golden, so I'm going to go ahead and take these off. And what I like to do is dress them while they're warm. So I'm just going to put them on a plate like this. Some of this dressing, all the herbs. I also like to add a little bit of zest. Just like that. And also a little grated cheese. Just like that. And then just give it a nice mix. This is really delicious. You have no idea until you try it. It's really delicious. It's perfect for a steak. It's perfect for the shrimp. It's really a nice side. And there we go. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the shrimp on just like I did the potatoes. And I'm also gonna throw in the little sauce that I have. And I'll show you that in 1 second. Okay, that looks pretty good. I just wanna go ahead and dress it for the table just like that. Now, I added another pat of butter, and I'm gonna go ahead and throw this in the oven while I put the shrimp on the grill. So now the shrimp is pink, and I know that's ready to come off, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that, take that off. And also the butter garlic sauce. So I'm gonna go ahead and take these both off. So the shrimp are ready, and I'm just gonna go ahead and throw them right in the garlic butter sauce while everything is still hot. And you can see that the butter sauce got a little brown color. The shrimp are pink, and that's an indication that it's ready. There we go. So I'm just gonna go ahead and throw them in, toss it together, and that'll be ready to serve. There we go. Also gonna add a little bit of lemon juice and some zest, some parsley, and that'll be finished. Lemon is so fragrant. There we go. I'm also going to add some parsley. Just gonna add the herb that I have, and I'm gonna toss that together, and it'll be ready to go. There we go. Just remember the handle's really hot, so always keep a towel on that. And this is ready to serve, so that's what I'm just gonna do right here. And then we move on to the ribeye steak. Same technique, we're gonna throw it right on the Tuscan grill, and we're gonna throw it in the oven. So I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna add the salt and pepper and also the herb to the steak. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that first, just like that, on both sides. A nice amount of sea salt and a nice amount of freshly ground black pepper. There we go. I'm gonna turn it around and do that to the other side. A little sea salt and some freshly ground black pepper. This is also going to go on the grill and in the oven. Here goes the steak, right in the oven, just like that. All right, so this looks ready. You see the juices running, and the color is just perfect. So I'm going to go ahead and take this out. Now we're going to let it rest for 10 minutes, and then we're going to serve. Yeah, that looks really good. Okay. So the steak has been resting for about 10 minutes, and the juices have all settled in, and I know it's time to cut. So I'm going to go ahead and cut into it just to see how it is. And if you want it at medium, it should register at 130. I don't use a thermometer. I just kind of feel it with my finger, and I know that it's medium well actually. And that's how my family likes it. So I'm just going to go ahead and slice it up a little bit. Just like that. If you like it rare, so you might want to cook it to 125 and let it rest. But we like a little pink. And we also serve the bone because this is really delicious too. So you can serve it separately, or you can make a nice big platter for the family. So I'm just going to go ahead and put all 3 of the items on. Just like that. Take it all in one sweep, just like that. There we go. And the shrimp. I butterflied them so you can actually hold them up like that, which is nice too. So I think I'll pile some up and then just make them stand up a little bit. Okay. And so I like to finish it off by just adding some lemon wedges over here near the shrimp. Maybe fix this platter if you have a chance. Just add a little bit of herbs, some parsley, and I also like to add just the oil herb that I mix. And this is great for all three, so don't be shy with that. It's delicious. So here you have it, surf and turf, made in the outside oven. I hope you enjoyed this video, because if you did, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. You're watching Food Whims and Whimsy, and thank you for watching.